What's up, NFL fans? We're here with another video. This is gonna be 3 days in a row. I'm getting a little groove. I'm getting a little groove, posting consistently. I love doing this as well. So with that being said, subscribe to the channel. It'll really help this channel out. Like it and comment down below what your guys' thoughts are. I really love doing this. Now today's video is gonna be about the Philadelphia Eagles and the players that they drafted in this year's 2024 draft. My other two previous videos is the Washington Commanders, New York Giants. Today's the Eagles, and then Thursday is gonna conclude with the Dallas Cowboys. And then Friday's segment will be about how I graded each team, and as well as who I feel won the draft. Now, just because I graded it higher doesn't necessarily mean they won the draft in the NFC East. Winning how I feel how each team won the draft, or who won the draft. It varies, and I'll talk about that more Friday. But as of this video right now, let's just talk about the Philadelphia Eagles and the players they drafted. Now you're gonna see that I'm looking a little bit down a lot because I have my notes written down. And I know there's plenty of other notes that other pros or scouts or everybody else has. But these are my personal notes and what I like about these players. So let's get to it. The Philadelphia Eagles coming into this draft needed heavy secondary. They have the worst pass defense in the National Football League. So what they did is with their first round pick, they drafted Kenyon Mitchell from Toledo. Now he has great coverage skills. I love his back pedal. I love when he's backpedaling and his first break on the ball, very physical. He always swats the ball away. But what I really love about Mitchell, which it's hard to teach young men nowadays, I don't know why, but I really love that he turns his head around. He turns his head around before the ball gets there a lot, so he's able to play the ball. And when you turn your head around in the National Football League or at any level, it's hard to call pass interference. So I really love that about Kenyon Mitchell. I think it helps improve that secondary a lot. He's going to be in there with Darius Slay, one of the best cornerbacks in the league. He's a little bit older, so he's just going to get a lot of knowledge off of Darius Slay. So I really like them drafting Kenyon Mitchell. And then with their second pick, they went cornerback again, Cooper DeJean. Now I like this pick also because Slay is getting older. So like I said about Mitchell, Cooper DeJean is going to learn a lot from Darius Slay as well. And then both those two young men, Mitchell and Cooper DeJean, they're going to really blossom together, especially with the defensive line front that the Philadelphia Eagles have. That was a tongue twister. But what's the strengths I love about Cooper DeJean is many had him go in the first round. I saw some mock drafts having the Colts selecting Cooper DeJean. Now that obviously changed, and he landed with the Philadelphia Eagles in the second round. But what I like about him is he also has a good back pedal as well. He's a willing tackler. But most importantly, what stood out to me about his game is he's a playmaker. He's really good with his hands to intercept the ball, and once the ball is in his hands, he could take it for a touchdown. And defensive scores, they really help out a lot. I mean, you only get about 4 scores a game in the National Football League, so defensive score really helps out. So he's a playmaker. More than Kenyon Mitchell. I think Kenyon Mitchell is more of a shutdown corner. This guy reminds me more of I don't want to say Marcus Peters because I don't know if he's as aggressive, but he's like Marcus Peters because he is a playmaker. So that's their second pick. Their second pick, I can't pronounce the homie's name. Jalix Hunt, edge rusher. Now what's interesting about this young man is his history. He used to play safety. So now he's an edge rusher. He has to tune up his game, but he's a stand up. He's a stand up. He's a stand up rusher. So you could easily drop him back into zone coverage because he could intercept the ball and he's played safety before. So when he's out there, you don't know what exactly he's gonna do. I think right now he's a really good stunt pass rusher, as he still needs to work on his hands, his hip drop. He needs to work on a few things if he wants to become an actual, I guess, I don't want to say elite. Actually, let's just say solid edge rusher. So he needs to work on his hands a little bit more, his hip drop, his shoulder drop, maybe some his head movement as well to fake an offensive lineman which side he's gonna go. But I think he could really confuse some offensive linemen and quarterbacks as to what he does when he is on the football field. For right now, he might play just special teams because he can probably go after the punter and he could drop back as well. Stop it, buddy. I don't know if you guys can hear that. My dog's just going to town. But yeah, it's gonna be interesting to see how they use him. Now with the 4th round pick, the Eagles, to help Saquon Barkley, added Will Shipley. He's a very tough runner. What I like about him is he's pretty decisive with good vision for being a 4th round draft pick. He pretty much plants one leg and just goes upfield, which I like a lot about him. That'll really complement Saquon Barkley really well. I mean, that's really the only thing I got to say about Will Shipley. Sorry about that. Yeah, that's really the only thing I really have to say about Will Shipley is he has pretty good vision, and he just plants one foot on the ground and he goes. I believe he fits better in a zone scheme type of blocking, and I'm not sure, and I don't remember exactly what the Philadelphia Eagles run. I don't know if they're more of a power team. I don't know if they're a zone scheme team. But Will Shipley, from what I've seen, he fits really, really good in a zone scheme run style of offense. He just kind of drifts one way and he can plant and go the other way. Now he has good vision, so he could follow a couple of linemen. But from what I've seen, he has never had a fullback. So, and I don't think the Eagles have a fullback, so don't worry about that. I think that'll work perfectly, and he's gonna be a good spout. I don't know who the Eagles' backup running back is, but Will Shipley here in the 4th round pick, that's a solid pickup. I like him. Now with the Eagles' 5th pick, this is a 5th rounder, Angus Smith. I don't know if I pronounced that. Receiver from Texas A&M. I think this is mainly a special teams pick. Seeing him as a receiver, what stood out to me mostly was the ball in his hands. He's really good in open field, and with the new kickoff rule, I think this is a solid pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles. But as well as he can also play special teams as well. He took a few of those to the crib. So I really like this pickup. It'll help their special teams a lot. It'll help with field position as well. He should play kick returns, and he should play punt returns as well. So I really like that he could really flip the field for this offense and for the Philadelphia Eagles in general. Now we're going to go on to another 5th round pick. This is the Eagles' 6th pick, Jeremiah Trotter. Now this young man is going to try to, he has some big footsteps to replace, as his dad played for the Philadelphia Eagles as well. But what I like about him, he's a 5th round draft pick. He's gonna be behind Cooper, not DeJean, I'm trying to blank. Devin White for sure. Dean. Is it Dean? I'm trying to blank on this Eagles linebacker. He was hurt all last year, but I know he's a good linebacker. I'm going to try to look it up really fast for you guys. And hopefully my computer doesn't freeze on me. Lately it's been freezing up on me. I don't know why. I know they got Devin White. I just can't remember their middle linebacker's name. Sorry about that. I'm looking it up right now. Kobe Dean. Okay. I was close. I was close. So Trotter's gonna be behind both those linebackers, and I'm not sure how much they signed Devin White for, but overall, I think he's a solid backup because Dean was hurt all last year, so he just added good depth right there. Now he's good in zone coverage, but he's mainly a run stuffer, and he could pursue the ball really good. He has good angles as well, so that I really do like about Trotter as well. I think this is another solid pickup for the Philadelphia Eagles. Now with their this is their seventh pick. They ended up getting Trevor Keegan, offensive guard. He's a left guard from Michigan. Now he positioned himself pretty well. He just needs help on pancaking linebackers and safeties. Like he's at the right spots. Excuse me, he's at the right spots, but he needs help pancaking guys to actually put their butts on the floor or on the grass and get up to the third level and really create running lanes for these running backs. He needs a little bit of help pass blocking, but I think they just added this for depth and for depth reasons. Trevor Keegan is gonna really benefit from just for the offensive line group. Eagles have one of the best lines in the National Football League, so he's gonna learn a lot. Now with their seventh pick, the Philadelphia Eagles selected Johnny Wilson. This is a sixth-round pick. This guy mainly right here, he's a big physical receiver. A lot of back shoulder fades, a lot of back pylon fades to the end zone. He can win the one-on-one battles. That's what he really excels at, in my opinion. So depending on what happens, you could see him on the football field for fades. I doubt it, but it's a possibility as well. Maybe he grows under A.J. Brown, Smith. Maybe he turns out to be their third receiver. I'm not sure what the Eagles did for receivers to help that receiving room out, but he's a physical receiver, and he wins the one-on-one battles pretty. I'm gonna say pretty. He's pretty good at it, obviously, but he wins them majority of the time. He probably found the sixth round because of his lack of route running, not too much separation. But overall, he wins his one-on-one battles, and that's his strength. And that's really good if you can catch contested footballs in the National Football League. Now, with the last pick, I believe he was a center for NC State, Dylan McCon. Sorry, I mispronounced his name. Now, he reminds me a little bit of Trevor Keegan. Positions himself at the right spots. He just needs help lowering his pad level more so he could put defenders flat on their back. That's really about it for him because, yeah, like I said, he's pretty much the same as Trevor Keegan. But I do like that he positioned himself right. And what I mean by that is he's usually at the right place at the right time. He just needs help on more of his technique and a little bit more strength to pancake defenders. But overall, that was a solid draft from the Philadelphia Eagles. If you guys want to see what I graded them and who I think won the draft of the NFC East, feel free to subscribe to my channel. Like I said earlier, it really helps the channel out. I would really appreciate it. But yeah, that's going to conclude this video. Yeah, that's it. Thanks for watching. Peace. I'm out.